Alright, this is just a real quick little video of a thing I built today. It is GANNONTOISE, the Cannon Tortoise from Zoids Wild. And he's super fun. Just look at him. Just look at the little boy. So cute. Anyway, and he's one of the bigger ones. Like I thought they were all like this. I know there's like some little, like a scorpion and a beetle, and there's like another beetle coming, and there's like a big brachiosaur, which looks cool. There's also a stegosaurus, and you know I will own that as soon as I can. They showed the picture of it, but it hadn't been pre-orders yet for it, so I don't know when I will get him. But I may have to get Liger Zero after this. But I like the smaller ones. Like you basically just kind of snap the armor plating here onto the smaller body, from what I understand. This one actually built the whole thing. You can see he's got one AAA battery in this thing, but like this clearish plastic bit in the center with the gears, I got to build his whole body. I got to put his legs on and all these little gears, and it was a lot more involved. I mean, like all the pieces come pre-cut. They come in bags like Lego sets, but you get all the individual pieces, and you have to build him. His eyes are separate pieces. These little orange caps are separate pieces. And it was a lot of fun. Like, I really, it was easy and fun. I didn't have to cut anything off of sprues, so it was quick. Like, I'll show you. Like, here's the instruction manual. You got, there's just the plain battery pack there. It also came with some stickers, but see, like, you build the whole inner structure and then put the armor on it. But it really is, like you say, here's building his cannon, and then there's the battery pack, and then you start to build the frame, and then put the battery pack into the frame. And, like, there's a whole bunch of steps where you slowly build up his body. And then you have the skeleton body, and it can do all of its stuff by itself, and then you get to put all the armor on. And it's fun. And like, see, there's Liger Zero, and there's a raptor, and then there's the little beetle and the scorpion, and there's an alligator, and there's all sorts of stuff. But like I said, I'm really having fun with him because, one, I like the look of him. I may have to get the little beetle dude, I don't know. But yeah, so here he is. He's a basic little turtle, armored turtle. There's a little pilot that can sit up here in the cockpit. So you can open that up, the little hatch there. And then this little thing right here is what turns him on and off. So you pull it back to turn it off. And then watch this. This is the best part of this. Look at his little feet move as he walks. His little head moves up and down. His tail goes up and down. And his little feet just kind of pad their way across the table. He's not very fast. But look at him move. He's so cute. Also, so I'll turn him off now. Pull this back out. He also has a movable mouth. You can open his mouth so he's angry, or you can close it so he's just chill. So that is him, and you got these stickers. This one says freedom, so he's like Braveheart with freedom. And then a little faction symbol. I put one over here too, even though stickers don't say it. This one says Onigiri. I think that's his pilot's name, but I'm not sure. I haven't watched the cartoon. But yeah, all the little moving parts and gears you got to put on yourself. These little caps are just kind of a soft, rubbery cap just to hold everything on. You could totally take it all apart if you wanted to. Nothing really locks into place. I guess these are some little side panels here that clip into place, but you could easily remove the armor if you wanted. So yeah, there's that. And again, one of the things that's nice is as you build it around the center, the battery compartment with the screw is still accessible on the bottom, which seems easy enough to do, but it's a neat little detail that makes it a whole lot easier. But anyway, so that was his basic turtle mode. And you can take this is where it gets fun. So you can take this shell part and fold it down over his head like armor. And you can fold out these two side panels to be kind of like blast shields. And then this whole assembly, you lift this up, and you can see his inner, and there's some in here too, but like when you take the armor off, he's got like an inner skeletal structure here. You can kind of see the ribs up here. Which again is very much like a real turtle. Their whole spinal system is in their shell. But anyway, so there's the little pilot riding on the cannon here. And this is what's cool. You lift the cannon up, and you got to bring it forward, and you got to kind of push it so this little piece slots into this gap. But you set it up, and you could actually close this again if you want, if you don't want the pilot exposed. Or you can have it sitting up. Whoop. You have it sitting up, but I'm going to leave it open for the time being. But when you turn them on, now watch this. Now he's a giant walking cannon tank. His head and his tail still move up and down, and his little feet still go. But yeah, and now he's just blowing people away with his giant back cannon. Like I said, if you want to, you can close that and protect the pilot and still have his cannon firing. So yeah, I knew this was going to be fun. I thought he looked cool just by himself. And He was even more fun to build than I was expecting it to be. And then he's got that cool little action gimmick, cannon gimmick. And I guess you could if you wanted to. Also, if you wanted to just have it, you can make him even... Oh, no, he's getting caught. There we go. We can leave his head a little bit more exposed than it was. So it's just like a turtle with a giant cannon in his back. So yeah, he's cool. I feel like I have to get the rest of these now. Well, not the rest of them, but like the other ones that I was kind of on the fence of, like maybe I'd enjoy that one. That one looks kind of cool. Like Liger Zero is probably going to get bought. The Stegosaurus was absolutely bought, but he was bought before I even got this guy. But there it is, Zoids Wild. This is ZW-05, the Gannontoise, or Gannontis. I don't know, it's Tortoise, so it could be just Gannontis, but it's Gannon and Tort. It's a push between Cannon and Tortoise. But anyway, with a G. I like him. He's very cool, and you should definitely pick up some Zoids Wild. Like I said, he's got a little bit of a transforming aspect to him. I love the little battery-powered gimmick. He's not wind up like some of the old Zoids. Because I remember building Zoids when I was a kid, and I've seen some of the newer toys that didn't quite capture that for me, and this one did again. Very solid plastic. It's just not... even though you can see where some of the sprue marks are and you don't have to cut it off the sprues, it comes in kits. It feels sturdy. Like the plastic feels a little thicker and sturdier than your average Gundam model kit. But yeah, super fun, very cool, neat action features. Like I said, I think he was only like, I got him from HLJ, and I think that I can't remember what his price was in yen, but I think when it translated to USD, it was under $20 for him, and then shipping. But totally worth it. Definitely check out Zoids Wild if you're into building things or transforming robots or just cool action features. Like I said, I was probably just going to stick with him until they announced the Stegosaurus, and then I was just going to stick with the two of them. And now that I have one, I want a couple more because he was super fun to build.